Before I start my story, here's a small question. Do you write in your books when you borrow them from the library? Don't raise your hand or anything because you'll see soon. I don't. I don't write in books unless I bought it. And I know this might sound absurd, but I wriggle and write when I see other people's notes in the books I borrow. Like, I pick a random book and start reading. I keep reading, and sometimes I get really absorbed into this private conversation with the amazing authors. In my mind, I am meeting this person almost in a beautifully lit cafe, enjoying a cup of tea and good cheesecake and a good conversation. But suddenly I see a bright yellow highlight saying, important, star. Do you know that moment? I don't know how much you can connect, but to me, it feels like someone who I don't know just grabs a chair and joins our conversation, declares that sentence important, and takes a bit of my cheesecake. Sometimes it's not yellow. They come in all kinds of colors and shapes: yellow, red, green, squiggly lines, underlines, circles, question marks. Looking back, I didn't always feel like this. I think my strong response towards these notes started back in middle school when I picked a book in a library. I still remember it was one of Hermann Hesse's book, if you know him. He's a German author. I picked it up and I discovered it's every single word circled on every single page. Every single word, no kidding. And it was a book that I had waited 4 weeks to read. I still don't understand why that person did that. I want to meet that guy in person and buy him or her a drink and ask why, just for the sake of pure curiosity. But anyway, it was apparently a traumatizing event for me. I'm a comparative literature major. No wonder, right? And I am taking 3 literature courses this semester. 1 Jewish literature course, 1 Chinese literature, 1 on American literature. All reading heavy courses. So in the beginning of the semester, I went to the case library and borrowed a bunch of books. Guess what? All the books that I've read up until now are bustling with the comments of other people, probably students who took the class previously. I was dejected and angry, but surprisingly to me, not as much as I thought I would be. And it was because the comments were really interesting. Not all of them, some were just sloppy lines here and there, but when some people had written down, what some people had written down were what I didn't notice about the text, what I hadn't thought about. Hidden allusions I wasn't aware of and I probably couldn't have come up with on my own. All that was so interesting and surprising to read. So why am I telling this story? What do I believe? I still believe that everyone has the right to enjoy private and uninterrupted conversations with the authors, even if they can't buy the books and borrow them from the public library. But now I'm also starting to believe that maybe it's not such a bad thing to have people write in the books, public books. Maybe it makes our reading experience richer. I don't know. I might have to see what happens as we go. My point is not about reading books anyway. I believe that our beliefs change as we grow as a person. I believe that they're not ultimate. I believe that our changing beliefs makes us open to experience the world in a different light, helps us understand the motives and feelings of other people more. Helps us understand the motives and feelings of other people more. Who knows, maybe those people who wrote down in those books also changed to believe that everyone needs to be able to have private conversations with the authors. Thank you very much.